Hello everyone, and welcome back to the FIT AZ-900 Azure Fundamentals Masterclass. In our previous lessons, we learned how to create resource groups, understand virtual networks, and configure address spaces inside Azure. But now we face an important real-world networking question. If a company has one large network, should every device, server, database, and application exist together in one open space? The answer is no. Imagine a school building. Even though it is one building, we still separate classrooms, administration, the finance department, staff rooms, and the computer labs into different sections. Why? Because organization, security, and management matter. Azure networking works exactly the same way. Organizations divide large networks into smaller sections called subnet, and subnets will definitely help businesses to organize their systems, improve security, control communication, and manage traffic more efficiently. For example, FIT may place student systems, staff systems, databases, and training applications into different subnets inside the same Azure virtual network. This lesson is very important because subnetting is one of the foundational concepts in cloud networking and appears regularly in the AZ-900 certification exam. Today, we are not creating subnet practically yet. Today is about understanding what subnets are, why they exist, how subnet ranges work, and how Azure uses them in real-world environments. And once we fully understand the concept, the practical implementations becomes much easier. Remember, you've got to understand first, practice second, and master both. Let's begin our lesson. Okay, so let's continue with our lesson 11. And you're basically going to look at the standard subnet in Azure. And for us to delve deeper into it, we'll look at what a subnet is. We'll move on to look at why subnet exists and how subnet divide networks, subnet address ranges, why organizations use subnet, and how Azure users use what subnet. So if you look at the diagram or the image on my screen, we have our virtual network address space with the 10.0.0.0/16, and we have different subnets. So you have the .1/24, .2/24, .3/24. So we have the database, the apps, and web. So that is essentially what a subnet is, which is a smaller segment of an Azure virtual network. So we say that it is a small section of a virtual network, and it's a way to organize resources. So there's more like just a recap, just to make sure that you understood the concept and a method for improving security and management. Then we have a networking analogy where we've got a school building which represents our virtual network. So you can even use where you live in, your home, your house, as a VNet. Then the subnet will be the rooms inside the building. So you've got your kitchen, you've got your hall, you've got your bedroom, or you like your master room, then you've got all these rooms for your kids. These are individual rooms within the building, which is our VNet. Okay, so the devices will be the students and the computers. So that's essentially what we mean by subnetting. Okay, so we are using FITS. We want to separate student systems, staff systems, database servers, training applications into different subnets for easy management. Okay, so it improves security and isolate resources. It can also control traffic flow between subnets and helps with organization and work management. So that's essentially what it means. So why do we do this? For better organization, improved security, easier management, traffic separation, better performance. Yes. So we've got an example here, our main VNet being 10.0.0.0/16, and the subnet we can have 10.0.1. So this is going to go from 1 up to 254. That it means you've exhausted this particular subnet. Then you can pick another one, 2 up to 254. You've exhausted this subnet. You go to 3 up to 254. So once you move to 254, you need to come and count this up to .4, and it also go all the way up to 54. So that's how you do subnetting. Okay. Then the ranges, which I've already explained. So if it is /24, it means we've got 888. So we have 4 of the octet turned on, which represents the network bit. And the last octet will be for the host or the individual computers. So the meaning here is the subnet address 10.0.1.0, then the /24 give you the subnet size. So that's essentially that. And we've been through this, the CIDR notation recap. So if we have a bigger CIDR notation, then it means that we are looking at a very small network. And the smaller the CIDR notation, the larger the network. So bear that in mind for your AZ-900 exam. And how do we, create the subnet? So we've got our main VNet, which is more or less like the landscape. Then we can divide it into student subnet, sub-subnet, self-subnet. So that's what we do over here. So this is an example. We divided into the web, the apps, and our database. So if you've got database machines, we'll put them on the .3 subnet. If we've got the app, we put all the apps on the .2 subnet. Then the web applications, we put it on the .1 subnet. So that's how it works. Okay. And what are some of the security benefits? You're able to isolate the systems, reduce unnecessary communication, and it will control the way traffic flows from one subnet to the other. And we have improved security boundaries for easy management. Okay, so common Azure subnet use cases, we've got web servers, databases, virtual machines, applications. So you need to group them into these various subnet and security zones. Okay, so that's what's gonna make you a serious cloud engineer. But it starts from the basics. So the exam thinking here is FIT wants to separate student systems, database servers inside Azure. Which Azure networking concept should be used? So obviously, is it A, resource groups, B, subnets, C, DNS, D, public IPs? And the obvious answer here is subnet. So not to make it overly complicated, VNet is the main network, and the subnet will be the smaller section inside your VNet. So what's the key takeaway here? Subnet divide networks, subnet improve organization, and subnet also improve security. And at the same time, the Azure uses subnet extensively, and subnet exists inside VNet. So if you've enjoyed this lesson, I want you to like, comment, share, and if you've not subscribed, please do. It helps the channel grow, and we can, with more educational content like this to help you improve the way you use the IT tools for your work, and also pass your certification exam just to flash your badges to let employers know that, yeah, you've got what it takes, and as such, they should give you the job. I'll see you in the next lesson where we actually create subnet. Stay tuned.